and their notebook. All right, so I'm going to continue. And I'm going to read the first page, page 238. I'm going to read the first 3 paragraphs, and then I will pause and ask you guys our first question. Okay? So as I read, follow along, take notes in your notebook. If you have any questions for me as we read this text, please write it down. Okay, you can write in your notebook. If you have any comments, write it down as well. And then when I call on people using our name cards in the cup, then it's much more, you guys are ready to respond. Okay, here we go. Snakes are amazing. They have no arms or legs, but they move quickly. They have no ears, but heat-sensing organs help them find their prey. Snakes survive in almost every ecosystem on Earth. I'm in the second paragraph. Many people fear snakes. Some individuals have even fainted. Okay, fainted I think was a couple people's vocabulary word. I will find out who it is when I pick you guys from the cup. Some individuals have even fainted at the sight of these reptiles. But this is no one's fault. Fault is another vocabulary word. It's true that some snakes are dangerous, yet many are not. In fact, most snakes help local farmers by eating pests. People imagine a snake's skin is slimy. Slimy, that's another vocabulary word. But it's made of dry scales. This reference guide gives information, reference is another vocabulary word, about 3 snakes from the Southwest. Okay, I just finished reading the first 3 paragraphs on page 238, and now it's time for our first question. You're going to turn to your partner and discuss, meaning the person next to you. If you don't have a partner, I will just walk over to your table and we'll discuss. You share with me. So our first question is, why is it that people would think a snake's skin is slimy? I'll repeat the question again. Why is it that people will think a snake's skin is slimy? So look at the text, see if you can find some information, some supporting text details, and also think about what you know about snakes. Maybe you've seen a snake before in real life, or you've seen a snake in pictures. This is really important, there is no right or wrong answer to this, okay? I want you guys, I want to hear what you're thinking, I want to know your thoughts. So at this time, turn to a partner, and we're going to come back in 1 minute and 30 seconds. Go ahead and discuss with your partner. The question is, why would people think a snake's skin is slimy? Begin. Whatever you think. Okay, at this time, go ahead and jot down your thoughts, what you discussed. Jot it down in your notebook. Go ahead and jot it down in your notebook. I'm giving you guys 30 more seconds. Just jot down whatever you discuss with your partner. Whatever you discuss, jot it down, okay? You have about 20 seconds. I'm only going to call on people who have written something in their notebook. Just whatever you think, just jot it down. Like I said, there's no right or wrong answer at this time. We're just getting you guys to think. And if I see you've not written anything down, I may deliberately call on you. So make sure you have, even if you just write 2 words, write something down in your notebook. Okay? We're coming back in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Alright, so I'm picking randomly from the cup. That way I'm not choosing any one in particular, so I hope you're prepared to respond. Najer? Yes. Okay. Can you go ahead and share with the class what you wrote in your notebook? The question was, why would people think a snake skin is slimy?
Because snakes, they don't have no bone, and so that when you pick them up, so they feel slimy, and they don't have no bone in them. So if they have bone, like it would be like harder to pick them up. Like it would be like but they don't have no bones in them. So maybe it just hang it and they look slimy.
Okay, so I'm going to summarize what Nigel just shared with us. He said that snakes do not have bones, so when you pick them up, that's why they feel slimy. Okay, I'm just summarizing what you said. Is that pretty much what you said? Okay, so that's something interesting, okay? Maybe later on, if you guys are very interested in this topic, you can do some research. Maybe go to the library and find out, do snakes have bones? Are they vertebrates? Vertebrate means an animal with a backbone, okay? So animals with backbones or with bones are called vertebrates. Go ahead and check out in the library, see if snakes have bones or not, okay? So that'll be something interesting to pursue later on. I'm going to pick one more student to tell the class what they discussed and what they wrote down in their notebook. Destiny. Can you tell us what was your response to why do people think snakes have slimy skin? Their snake skins are slimy.
I said that I think they have slimy skin because it says in the book that it's made out of dry scales.
Okay, so Destiny is saying that she said snake skin is slimy because it says in the book that it's made of dry scales. Okay, so when we go further into the text, we're going to find out what those mean. The word slimy and dry, those 2 words, dry scales, do they mean the same thing or are they opposites? Are they antonyms? Okay, if something is slimy, is it going to be slippery and wet? Does it have a wet feeling? Or is it going to be dry and like rough? Okay, so we're going to try and figure that out. Alright, so I'm glad you guys want to participate. Try and wait until I call on you with the cup so that everyone gets a chance to participate. Okay, so at this time we're going to move on to page 239.
Why are you having a problem with that chair, little girl?
Okay, we're going to start with the first box on the top half of the page. And I want you guys to follow along and continue to take notes in your reader's notebook and also jot down any questions or comments. I will give you guys some time to ask me questions or share your comments, but only those who have something written in their notebook. Okay? Here we go. Common name, mountain king snake. So what this tells us is the snake in the picture in the top half of the page, the name of that snake is called a mountain king snake. That's a very cool name actually. Okay? The scientific name for this snake, I'm going to do my best to say this, is Lampropeltis zonata. Okay, that's like Latin for the scientific name for the snake. The size of the snake is 20 to 40 inches. Okay, and the habitat, it says mountains, damp woods. So it means the snake lives like in the mountains and in damp woods. And finally, it says non-venomous, meaning that the snake is not poisonous. Okay, it does not. It doesn't, when it bites, or if it does bite, it's not dangerous. Okay, so I'm going to read the information in the top half box. Black, cream, and red bands circle the body and tail of the snake. The pattern and collars are very similar to those of the deadly coral snake, but the king snake is not venomous. Both snakes seem to borrow is another vocabulary word, each other's colors, but a genuine king snake will have red and black bands touching each other. This color pattern is proof, another vocabulary word, that the reptile is a king snake. The diet of the king snake includes lizards, small mammals, birds, and other snakes. So we have a lot of information in that text, okay? So I hope you guys were jotting down some key words or notes as we're reading, because we're going to apply this information when we do our Venn diagram. I'm going to continue reading on the next half of the page. So we're looking at the second box on page 239. Common name, Western diamond-backed rattlesnake. That's the name of the second snake on page 239. The scientific name is Crotalus atrox, or atrox. The size is 30 to 90 inches. The habitat, dry areas such as deserts and rocky foothills. And it says venomous. Venomous means that this snake is very dangerous, okay, or poisonous. All right, I'm going to read the information in the box. This is the largest snake in the West. It eats small animals, birds, and reptiles. People fear the snake because it's very dangerous. Even a dead rattlesnake can bite. Its jaws can still open when touched and can still inject venom. Scientists do not apologize. Apologize is another vocabulary word for trying to protect rattlesnakes, though. They have insisted that in spite of the danger, rattlesnakes are important. This snake will not attack, but it will defend itself. First, it shakes its tail to make a rattling sound. This is a signal to back off. Okay, so we just had a lot of information given to us, and I want us to just, first of all, take a few seconds to look at that page 239 again. And I want you guys just to look over the words and look at the picture and just process to yourself what you think is going on. What have we learned so far? Okay? While you're doing that, I'm going to walk around and see what you have written in your reader's notebook so far.